On to the part of Animaniacs, the Great Edgar Hunt. This time we'll be going through the backtracking, all the part 3s and such, because we have a bunch of shit we have to go back and do now, because we now have all the gadgets. So, let's get back for the levels we haven't sent yet, and, 100% them. Some with, the Wild West, our first level. I missed these 2 gold here by a snake. Sorry about that. Anyway, let me go ahead and check to Wacko and start digging up from behind this barn here for one of the gold as well. After that, we'll need to go ahead and head off into, I believe, yeah, the hula hoop thing here. We need Dot here to just go right under this rock area here. And once we're under here, we can then go into another area that we couldn't get into before. The Wild West area has a lot of, areas that we just could not ever get into. Like, maybe half of the level we couldn't access. But now we can. Actually, there's a climbable spot here. I'm going to go ahead and climb up here and get some more gold and such. The main thing, however, to get here is going to be a letter, because a letter does exist in this area, and we will need all these letters in order to get more of our health up. And we'll be getting a lot of health by the end of this part, so it's going to get kind of hard to actually game over at that point. We would have to do it deliberately or be absolutely god-awful. And after this, we only have 1 level left, so yeah, not much. Not much at all. However, at the very least, this area is just kind of, self-contained in a way. It's fine. There is a dig spot there, unfortunately. We can't switch to Wacko and then go under the thing, unfortunately. We do have to actually find a door here in order to change to Wacko and then dig up the spot. Which, there is a door in here, luckily. Because, if you gotta have a dig spot here, you gotta have some way to get it. And guess what? It's right here. I believe this is the last star door in the entirety of the level, so yeah, this is going to be used to get that 1 dig spot. Outside of that, the rest you can get as Dot, even though there's some finicky shit I'm going through. A lot of area to explore, a lot of places to jump on and all of that. But for the most part, it's just to get a bunch of gold and gain the letter, and that's about it. This and the next area that we're going through is going to be pretty much the same in that. We're just going in to get gold and, 1 pretty much important item. The important item here being, I believe, was the A or the E. After that will be the paper. Remember, we have the papers now, and luckily, all of the papers happen to be in areas that we could not access before until now. So they locked off where the papers were just so we can get that 1 objective going on so we can actually go get them. Sure, fair game there, I guess. So let me just go through and not screw up my jumping and all of that, as well as the snakes and such, which are annoying. But there's a whole bunch of gold around. There's this door here, which goes to checkpoint. And one of these has a cactus. There you go. There we are. Let's get rid of him. Done. And now we can go on forward and see. There's a giant nest over there. And that giant nest has our letters. So, all I gotta do is go to that nest and just grab it. A bunch of gold is there inside that nest too, so we'll need to go there regardless. Oh, it's an M. I was wrong on both guesses. Anyway, over here, 1 more snake to get through. We'll have to triple jump so we can manage that. And, yeah, go over to the nest, grab your gold, grab your M, and, make sure you change to Wacko and get the dig spot out of the way. Unless you forgot, which I did. I'm sorry. I'll come back and dig it up, no problem, though. Right now, though, we're going over to the next area. So I'm gonna leave now, after taking care of this guy. And, yeah. We're going to essentially see what the next area is, because that's actually the swimming area. You know that swimming pool over there we couldn't actually go into? Now we can. We have the scuba gear. So let's just go down, go across this wall. Weird music for the freaking Wild West here as well. And all across this hallway here, there'll be this sort of spiral maze thing at the end, which we also gotta be Wacko here for. So, I gotta change eventually. There's also a whirlwind just hiding in that barrel. That's very nice of you, game. Thank you for that. Jesus. Kill him. There's a bunch of angry cows. Just a bunch of angry bulls wanting us dead. they have horns even though they are clearly colored like cows. And, yeah, it's just gonna be very crazy here because we gotta get past all of these guys and, you know, not screw up. Some of these have snakes too, so be careful. The bulls can hurt us, by the way, so, you know, try to get out of the way of the bulls by just going to left or right side. They might go to the right side or left side at the end, but for the whole entire middle, they'll just go straight through this path that's already laid out for you, so just don't get in the path. And no sound, because we're at a big distance, so some of the sound just won't even exist because we're far away from it. Which is, you know, fun. Just take care of all these enemies and break this barrel here. And there you go. We got a gold out of it. That path has no point. The main path you want to go to is just to our left outside of here. Because then we get into the inner circle, and this inner circle will take us straight to the middle. Which, if you can see from that little small distance there, in the middle is the paper. So we'll begin our, I believe, our fourth script, I believe. So let's just go ahead and grab it, shall we? Just be careful of all the bulls. Be careful of the cactuses. They're around as well. And there you go, number 4. Take care of the cacti, take care of the boxes, and then if you weren't playing as Wacko, you didn't get that dig spot before, go back, be Wacko, come back here, and then go to the other side, which I'm going to go ahead and do as Dot, because you have to go all the way back over here, and then go into the middle area instead of going all the way around like I did before, and then go over to the left, the right is a dead end, and all the way over here will be the dig spot, as well as the cacti, as well as some more gold. And apples. And an empty. Thanks for the empty, game. I love when you give me nothing. See, I gotta get back here and be Wacko, take care of the dig spots now. So the first one over here.
I can dig it, baby.
You get to hear that whole entire voice line without ever having to hear the digging noise. Nice. And here's the dig spot right over here. We're now in the Indian area. Which I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know, take care of this little mini game of Dot. We have the hula skirt now, so we can go ahead and do this. And this is really like one of the only times that the meter thing actually matters, because they start lowering this, and you gotta watch a cutscene every time, but there's no commentary, so I can just talk over it. And they'll get through it, no problem, even though it's not like they're actually, you know, it looks like they're touching the ground with their backs, honestly. But yeah, eventually they'll get to a point where they just cannot hula hoop under this. So I think let's get onto to a yellow for that one. And the last one requires the last color, the orange. There's only one other spot where you need to be in orange to get into a small area. Other than that, the rest you can do at like about yellow or green. So, one of the Indians will now start to go and do this. Takes them a while to actually get set up for it. And unfortunately, they don't make it. They just wiggle their legs around and face the feet. How sad. Now, I did screw up here because I didn't balance it well, but yeah. Not a lot of time to balance it. And you have enough time to actually do it from free, so once you got it, just balance as best you can, and there you go. We did it. And by doing that, the rain's here. Water for everyone. And also, gold has shown up from the water. Okay. So yeah, we did it. Which means we have done the quest with the chief, so we can now go ahead and talk to him for an Edgar. But first, let me go ahead and get all the gold around here in the water now. This wasn't here before, but now it's here because we got the water up. And that's it, that's all the gold. Then you can go over to the waterfall if you want to see that. You try to jump down, be careful of the rocks below, which I wasn't, so whoops. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go to the chief now, and I'm going to talk to him, get our Edgar, and really we're almost done at that point. We only have one more quest to do after this when it comes to Wild West area, so yeah, let's see what the chief wants to say to us right now for this.
Oh, got me with a spoon, dude. You totally did it.
Yeah.
Wow, you are like a beautiful limbo.
Yeah.
Please accept this gift. And don't forget, be excellent.
Thanks, dude. And while everybody keeps going, woo, yeah, woo, woo, yeah, woo, woo. You know, all those noises that just get really annoying after some time. We get our Edgar, and now we finally have enough to go into the final level of the game. Which I'm not going to do until next part, just saying. But right now we're over here in the giant water area, which there was some stuff underwater we couldn't get beforehand, but now we can. And there's a fuck ton of gold around here. They just pile it on these rocks. And there's also our final letter here as well, which I'm going to go ahead and get right now by just going across here. Be careful of the gators that are around. They will hurt us. We got apples about. And hey, the sea. And now, as the apple kind of glitches up and gets all black there for some reason, you might have seen that, we have more health. We have 7 hit points now. So let's just go ahead and grab all the gold here. And then I'm going to have to go through back over to where we got our first gadget, the climbable thing, in order for us to then go into the mine here. We couldn't go in here before because it was too dark. But now, we can. So be careful of the snake over here. And we can kind of see where we're going. But as you can tell, we can barely see it all. We can see the spikes at least. But yeah, you can barely see the gold. You can barely see, like, where we are. The thing is, you can take these off anytime you want in here now you have the goggles, so there's no timer thing anymore. But, yeah, I guess it helps you can actually see, otherwise it actually is completely pitch black. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of how you can't see shit there. And as Wacko, we're back over here to do the rodeo quest now. We have the key, and we just automatically teleport inward because we dug up into the inside. And now it's time for the horse. The way this works is that every now and then he'll stop and he'll start moving about, which requires us to press a button. Down, left, right, or up. Just press the right button when it shows up, and that's it. There's nothing else to this. Eventually we'll have to do more inputs, and the horse will start doing a lot more movements, and being faster too. But, this is honestly one of the easier things to do. Yeah, see? You have a lot of time to react, so it's not a hugely difficult QTE thing here. And our last one, round 3, requires us to, you know, have to do about like 5, 7 of these inputs. I mean at once. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay. So yeah, just do this twice and you're done. Congratulations, you've been the horse.
Well, I'll be danged. You managed it, champ. You tamed the unruly beast.
Yeah, and I rode that horsey too.
I'd have never believed it unless I'd seen it with my own eyes. Here's your reward, champ.
And with that, another Edgar's ours. And that's really all the main quests we can do here, all the main missions we can do here. Only thing left to do is get all the gold for one Edgar and also find the chicken for the other one. The chicken being right here where we were, you know, going to save Dot before. There's now this cactus here all of a sudden. And if we bop this cactus, who's very obvious to us now.
Oh my! That's not an extra for one of the sets. It's a chicken!
And there you go. And with that, we now have another Edgar. Now, you'll notice that I am missing about 4 golds. Because one of them we obviously missed. There's a dig spot. Another one that I missed because of a different dig spot that I didn't notice at all. And 2 that I actually missed over where the cactus is. You know, we got the chicken. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this stick spot right out of the way right now. There you go.
Yummy.
That's one. Now I'm gonna leave and take care of the ones I missed around here. Go out to where you save dots and then go up on these hills. Here are the two that I missed. They're just right up here. I feel like I didn't even see them before, so I missed them that easily. And, as you can see, the gold goes away when you got all the ones in the area. But it will pop up when there's a gold around the area that you're entering. Like so. See? And there's the dig spot I missed. So, dig it up and get your free 100th gold piece, which will give us the Edgar. And with that, we have now 100%ed the Wild West level. So now we can leave. And we can now go into the Horror Land in order for us to go and complete that one next. There was a quest that we couldn't actually access in that one, but now we'll be able to. As well as a few other things we couldn't do, like blowing up stuff. So first of all, with Dot, hula hoop under here. Just, you know, try to align yourself well, because this one's actually kind of a hard one to align yourself with. Get in. Have to be in the yellow, the orange I mean. And then, once you're inside, ignore the laughing children of the rocking horse, take care of all the stuff you can break and grab. And then leave. You're done here. That's all you need to get. After that, we'll be having to change into Yakko in order for us to stop blowing shit up. Because remember, we have bombs now. You know we can use bombs on? The breakables we can't break with our fists. But first of all, there's a laser here. We didn't go into this area before. We could have and gotten these, but then we had to get the goggles in order to get in here. And that hand was just frozen for some reason. Let's get on our goggles now. God damn it, I'm getting slapped in the face. And inside here are a bunch of bats, which I can swing at, but also a bunch of pumpkins, a paper, and I believe that's it. So yeah, grab all the stuff around here, and ignore the bat sounds. I know it's a bit annoying, but just ignore it. There's also apples here in case you're about low on health. Just kidding, there are no apples. But there is paper. We have 5 now, and I believe 7. So, we're nearly done there with that. We nearly have all the papers. So I'm going to go ahead and just take care. There we go. Got all the ones in here, and now we can leave. We don't have to be here anymore, so let's take off our goggles. And jump over to here where we can see that the chicken for this level is this Chainsaw Maniac here. Make him dizzy, kick his ass, and...
That's not a psychotic chainsaw-wielding maniac. It's a chicken.
And there you go. That's another one done. And I was counting wrong, because the next level is going to be the fairy tale one, so it's actually 6 papers, and it's all 6 chickens, because we have all 5 of the chickens now. All 5 of the papers, too. Which means all I have left is in the last level we have to do. And also, remember these pumpkin things? We can blow them up and get some more pumpkins. So that's where the boss area was, and blow these 2 up. Make sure to blow the ones up in the front door, the front yard, which I'm going to jump cut to right now. You can't blow these guys up. They're invincible, remember? So that sucks, but we can blow these up at least. So not a huge loss. So go around, blow up all of these, grab all the pumpkins from them. I'll give you 1 or 2 out of it. And, yeah. Just, once blow them up, go over to the backyard and want to blow up some more stuff. And then we'll be going into the last objective that we have to do in the horror area. Because we almost got everything done in this area, this whole entire level. Except for one mission that we couldn't access because we didn't have the ability to swim yet. But we do now. So let me go ahead and just go back over here. And, you know, blow these up right by the stairs. There was also a vase here that I missed. It's right there, right in front of you. So, yeah, just blow these up. Smack this vase over here. Just, yep, go, yep, there you go. I'm gonna go and get all the pumpkins that are underwater. I did fuck up, unfortunately, and jump into spikes at the other end because, yes, there are spikes. And I also missed some pumpkin. Sorry about that. But yeah, I screwed up here and I just jumped down and, you know, died, which was not fun. But I did miss a breakable. It was right here. So break this. Kill that guy too. Grab your pumpkins. There you go. Now go back and actually don't die. I nearly did again. And take care of all the pumpkins in here because this is where all the last pumpkins are. Just break all the vases, get all the ones on the floor and such. And then go over to the statue here and interact with it. Let's see what happens when we do, shall we?
Yummy.
Hootsman! Hootsman! Down, boy! Ach, look what you've done to my new booties, you wee sassnach!
What an adorable dog. What's his name?
That's Sporin, and my name's Jock.
Hey, Jock, you might want to think about hitting a tanning booth.
What's a ghost like you doing in a place like this?
Do you really want to know?
Yes!
Well, a long time ago, I used to live in the big house. I was laird of the land and richer than anyone around. Was I happy? No, I wasn't. I was lonely. I had no friends. No one to love me.
I guess you've never heard the expression, the clothes make the man.
Then one day, I met a beautiful girl by the name of Clarissa. It was love at first sight. I had my friend Rabbi Barnes write me a poem so I could woo her.
I love poetry. Hit me with some of your hip rhymes, hip cat.
Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like a melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I. And I will love thee still, my dear, till the seas run dry.
I found the iambic pentameter somewhat lacking and the overall presentation devoid of emotion.
Show 'em how it's done, sis.
Roses are red, violets are blue. That's what they say, but it just isn't true. Roses are red and apples are too, but violets are violet. Violets aren't blue. An orange is orange, but Greenland's not green. A pinky's not pink, so what does it mean? To call something blue when it's not, we defile it. But what the heck? It's hard to rhyme violet. I thank you.
That was beautiful.
Well, whatever. My poem worked. We both fell in love and were married not long after. But fate struck a cruel blow and my bunny was taken from me in a bizarre haggis stuffing accident. So what has this got to do with you, I hear you ask?
I asked, not me. Did you, sis?
I looked forward to the day I could finally be with my beautiful Clarissa. And when I ended up 6 foot under, what does this dumb beastie here do? He digs up my bones and buries them in the front garden. Man's best friend. He's no friend of mine. My Scottish soul has nae seen eternal rest in hundreds of years. Please bring back my bones so I can rest in peace and join my pretty Clarissa.
You just bared witness to the longest cutscene in this entire game. That went on longer than it should have. I hate it. It was just not really funny. It was not worth how long that was. Anyway, now we have all 300 pumpkins. We can now get an Edgar, which is over in this corner here. Nice sliding. And now, the mission we have to do. Our final one for our final Edgar of the horror area. We have to go dig up his bones. So, there's now a whole bunch of dig spots in the front yard. That's the last teleporter, by the way. Go over, be wacko, and start digging.
I sure hope someone stopped my mini fridge.
I'm going to show where all of the dig spots are without having a jump cut for you, so you can actually have a good idea where they are. And the first one's right here when you leave the door. See? That's a bone. I have to go find 4 more. There's another one over here by the graves of the wall. Another one will be right in the middle of this entire area, which will go in last. Next one is up here. Just go up and to your right, and you'll eventually... Yeah, there it is. The next one is over on the very left and the very right of the area from, you know, the beginning. Should be right about, yeah, down there. There you go. Basically, just look at the bottom of the area, the top of the area, left and right of the area, and then the center of the area, and you'll find them all. It's kind of laid out very easily. And there you go, it's all 5. Very easy thing to do. Let's teleport back over to him and get our Edgar. And luckily, his congratulatory cutscene is not as fucking long as his intro cutscene for this mission. Trust me, it's much shorter.
Chinks, cribbins, and help me, Bob. You brought my bones back. Take this trinket as a reward. Brace yourself, Clary. I'm coming to get ya.
Another body reunited with its bones always brings a tear to my eye.
Told you it's shorter. And there we go, 31. And we're done at the Horror Land now, so we can now go back to Fairy Tale Land. And once we do a Fairy Tale Land, all we have left is the main hub area. So, yeah, not much left to do. So, jump up over, and by the way, I missed this can here, back here. There you go, got 2 of the canisters. Now, I've been in the Fairy Tale area, and right at the very beginning was this breakable here. This chest. We have bombs now, so let's go ahead and break all of them, shall we? There's one over here. Now, unfortunately, the game's going to be a huge dick about one of these. And by being a huge dick, I mean this chest over here, when you break it, actually contains... nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're stupid. We're so stupid. Anyway, got the crown. Getting all the ones over here at the castle area, which is just like 2 of them. And then we have to go back down in order to go over to that dark area we couldn't get into beforehand. We now have the goggles to actually, you know, night vision goggles to get inside the area. And once we go inside, it'll be our only requirement left, our only quest left to do. So let's go inside the spooky forest and see what's inside of here, shall we? A bunch of crowns that I can barely see. Good start so far. Someone's crying. Around here will be our final letter, by the way, so make sure to find that too. And inside of this area is our final person to talk to, this chick. Let's go see what's wrong with her.
Oh, help is here. I was out in the glade eating my curds and whey when down came a spider and sat down beside me and frightened me away. I ran and ran until I could run no more. I found myself in this spooky forest, lost and cold in the dark. I can hear the spiders scratching away in the dark. I hate them. Please help me get out of here.
So yeah, it's little Miss Muffet, and unfortunately, we have to escort her out of here. And now there's spiders. They just decided to spawn a shit ton of spiders around here. We have to get past all of them, otherwise Muffet will never move past here. The way to fight them, knock them down, and then stomp on them. And there you go, that's all the Acme letters. So yeah, knock them off their spider web, stomp on them, and that's it. That's how you beat the spiders. Not much else to it, really. The entire pathway, by the way, is infested with spiders now, so you gotta fight a lot of them. The stomp will stun them too, by the way, in case you're wondering. Once you get past all the spiders, you make it out of the forest area. Make sure Miss Muffet actually gets out herself. Go a bit further than the actual entrance to this area. And, yeah, by that point, you'll be done. And you'll get your final Edgar with doing these main mission things from all of the backtracking. Because after that, we'll be just getting all the main collectibles, you know, the chicken, and, you know, that's about it, really. Just main collectibles at that point. And there you go, no more spiders. Take off the goggles, and let's see if she gives us an Edgar.
Thank you, oh, thank you, my heroes. I'm forever indebted to you. Here, take this as a token of my appreciation. It is no use to me.
Why do so many of these people have Edgars if they just don't want to have any use for it or have no idea why they have it in the first place? I don't get it. Whatever. Let's break some stuff. With bombs. There's also a dig spot that I missed, so I'm going to go and dig that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and blow this up. There we go. Grab that. Go over here by, you know, Bo Peep. I believe it's on my left. Yeah, my left. Blow up the chest we missed here that we couldn't break beforehand. There you go. Get a lot of use out of the bombs. Go back and be wacko in order to dig up the spot here that I missed. I think the mushrooms blindsided me. Go back and be yakko and then take care of the rest of the blow-ups. So, blow this one up here. There you go. Go over to that giant shoe and go inside in order to take care of the destroyable, you know, chest in there. There it is. And the last chest will be over, you know, there's two here. The last one will be over where the witch was. So, you know, be careful of the gingerbread men throwing shit at ya. Blow this up and grab your last crown. That's all 300. The Edgar is now on the cake. So go get your sweet, sweet reward. And with that, we are now done with Fairy Tale Land, which means all we have left is the main hub world. We have a chicken in the main hub world. We also have a lot of canisters to get. So, now we're done with all of the main levels. All we have left is to take care of the main hub, the Warner Film lot. So, let's leave and go back to the Warner lot. The first thing I want to do is go back over to the lot area of the Wild West area, because I missed this dig spot here. Kill the spider and dig up. The other thing I missed, you know that tipped over ride that's just in the corner over here? Get up top, there it is. I missed that one. I'm an idiot, I'm sorry. Next up, there's the chicken. Just smack it, and that's it. You did it, you beat the chicken. That is the only piranha plant you can beat in the entire game, and it's not even a real piranha plant. Great. 34 Edgars. By the end of this, we'll have 35. So, all I have left to do is find all the rest of these canisters. I missed one here, I'm stupid again. And then, I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this door. The remainder will be inside the lot area of the final level. So let's go inside, break some stuff, grab some stuff, and yeah. Then we'll leave, because we're not going into the final level until we have gotten all 300 canisters in the lot. There's some people here in the donkey, you know, just chilling. And yeah, it's called Epic. Or The Epic, or Le Epic. Or The Epic. It's basically just epic. And there you go. I have all the canisters around this entire area. I mean, there's a whole bunch of branching little paths to make up an E. But, yeah, no point worrying about them. The ones I ended up missing, the 5 I missed, one of them happens to be in an area that is very easy to get stuck in because the developers did not anticipate anything with it. If you go... Actually, if you go ahead and, you know, get the one I missed here in the dark, you know... It's... Can you see it? Can you see where it is in the dark? I couldn't. I can't still. But guess what? Here's where I missed this one. Right there. Fuck these goggles, man. This vision sucks. Anyway, inside here, there's like a little hole here, a little passageway. You can get stuck here. You can legitimately get stuck in this corner because of the camera and because the walls here just kind of intersect inward, and you're fucked. It sucks. You know what else sucks? There's a hole here that you missed, that I missed, that we all missed. This. Did you see this? Did you notice this? Every time we walked past this area, did you notice this actual hole here that has the remaining 3 canisters? Most people miss this area. And the Edgar spawns right in front of me, so 35. And that's it. That is all the shit we need to do in the Warner lot. That's all the canisters. And with that, we now have 35 Edgars. Which means the remaining Edgars, in order to finally 100% and even beat the game, requires us to enter the final level. The Epic. So, let's go into the Epic. So, only one level remains. We get one Edgar here, we can beat the final, we go fight the final boss. Our goal, however, is to 100% the Epic, and then fight the final boss, so, next time, we'll be going for the Epic, and we're going to 100% the Epic, in about 2 parts, because it's a long level still. We're gonna go ahead, talk to this guy holding a pot. Sheriff, you do your thing, dude. And next time, we're gonna be doing the Epic. So thanks for watching, and I'll see your ass later. 'Cause it says ass there, see?